Hi, this is Mike Regan with Transact's 2-minute warning for the week of January 8th. And in this first 2-minute warning of 2024, we have an extremely important question for you. Will the situation in the Red Sea create red ink for your company? Well, after a relatively calm fourth quarter of 2023 in the freight markets, as we head into 2024, there's plenty of things happening. And at the top of the plenty of things happening list is what's happening in the Middle East and how it's affecting the ocean markets. Several ocean carriers have announced that they're suspending operations in the Red Sea for the time being. They're not going to be moving their vessels through the Suez Canal, and instead they're going to move them around the Cape of Good Horn in order to get to the East Coast and South America. Now, with that thought in mind, we reached into our great network here at Transact to understand what this means for shippers. Talked to some people, got a confidential briefing. Here's what you need to know. First, it's going to take longer to get your freight on the ocean vessels. And that's because they're adding a couple of thousand miles, depending on the lane, in order to get the ships to where they need to be. This is going to have an impact on your cash conversion cycle. The second thing that you need to know, it's going to cost you more to move the containers. The carriers are incurring a lot more cost in fuel, a lot more cost in labor. You have things like insurance, and some of the ocean carriers have already started imposing significant surcharges on eastbound freight, and they've raised the cost of containers. Was talking to a CEO, he said, whew, we were paying $2,500 to $3,500, now we're paying $4,000 to $6,000, and that rate could go up because there's some other things going on in the Panama Canal. Don't have time to address that now, but you need to know, add it all up, and we are unlikely to see what happened in 2021 where it up to 25,000 because there is simply not enough demand coming out of China. If demand coming out of China were to pick up and the conflict is still going on, who knows where ocean rates will go. Now, with that thought in mind, you need to understand, what do I need to do? First thing you need to do is contact us about doing a rapid assessment where we can look at some issues affecting your supply chain and give you alternatives. The second thing you need to do is stress test your supply chain. Some of you have said, oh, I don't know how to do that. We've got some resources for our friend David Simchi-Levy is an expert on this. How do you do that? How do you get it done? How it protects your company? Extremely important. Some of you may be scratching your head though and say, oh boy, we just don't have the time. That's why you give people like Mike Regan and Transact a call. Send me an email, give us a call. Be happy to get some information and talk to you about how you can protect your company's supply chain and avoid a sea of red ink. Happy to do that because here at Transact, we want to remind you we are on your team. We're here to help, and we're passionate about seeing you be successful. Thanks for your time.